Does Beyoncé want to be white? She stands accused of skin lightening and getting the Michael Jackson treatment. Stick around and find out why. Hi everyone, welcome to A-Listers Hub, your source for all things celebrity and entertainment. Today, we'll be looking at the drastic changes to Beyoncé's image over the years, and finally answer the question, does she want to be white? Beyoncé has been recently accused of skin bleaching and trying to be white. Comparisons of her now and her past photos show an undeniable difference in her skin complexion. This isn't the first time the color of her skin has been scrutinized. In fact, from as far back as the 2000s, her skin has been under scrutiny. I personally remember showing my father a recent picture of Beyoncé, and he didn't recognize her. He asked me who was the white woman that I was showing to him, and he didn't believe it when I told him it was Beyoncé. So how true are these allegations, and why does her skin look so different? At first glance, Beyoncé doesn't look like your average African American or black person. She has lighter skin, more Eurocentric facial features, and looser textured hair. So let's quickly look into her heritage. Her dad, Matthew Knowles, is of Bahamian American heritage. Beyoncé's mom, Tina Knowles, is of Louisiana Creole heritage, aka mixed heritage. Beyoncé acknowledges both her Black and Creole heritage and is regarded as Creole because she still remains of mixed heritage from her mom and dad. Looking at her pictures from the early 2000s versus now, she does look significantly lighter. Recent pictures of her wearing silver for her Renaissance movie premiere had people giving her the side eye because the silver visibly washed her out. The platinum blonde hair also added to the washout. This sparked more skin bleaching rumors, with many comments saying that they didn't recognize Beyoncé and that she looked like a Kardashian. Some even called Beyoncé Becky. Pictures of Beyoncé from her earlier years and on vacation were brought up as proof that she was indeed bleaching. Beyoncé has always ignored these allegations over the years, and some say overcompensated by being pro-black, because there have been instances in the past where Beyoncé chose monetary gain over being pro-black. One instance includes when she made an Afrobeat album and then didn't tour or perform in Africa. Another one was when she wore a Tiffany blood diamond. She allegedly didn't know. But those are topics for another video. More and more fans are starting to wonder if Beyoncé wants to be white. Beyoncé has been rocking the blonde hair for years now, but this hair color is now under scrutiny. Besides questions regarding her skin, her nose looks visibly narrowed over the years. She's been long rumored to have had a rhinoplasty. But in true Beyoncé fashion, she stayed quiet about it. Could Beyoncé have gotten the Michael Jackson treatment? First off, Michael had vitiligo, which is a condition that causes the skin to lose pigment. This can leave the skin looking patchy and uneven. He treated it with a depigmenting agent, which made his skin more even, less patchy, but almost translucent. Beyoncé still clearly has pigment in her complexion. A few factors could explain why she looked darker in her earlier years. The camera quality of photos back in the 2000s was just different, and lighting also played a role. Despite all of that, she wasn't necessarily a dark-skinned individual. Also, there was a visible trend in the 2000s that favored bronze skin over fair skin, with many stars tanning and bronzing for this golden look. Beyoncé also used bronzer a lot back in the day. In this interview with Tyra, Beyoncé admits to using bronzer when Tyra asks why she's darker than usual.
You're very tan.
I am.
You're very golden. You're usually much lighter than me. You're you look like a little deep caramel going on.
My makeup artist did a little bronzer on me.
Bronzer.
Yeah.
This trend trickled down to the 2010s, with stars taking it a notch further by using extremely dark makeup to fit this golden skin aesthetic. This was when being black was so cool that celebrities started visibly black fishing, or rather, mixed fishing. Non-black people having braids was regarded as cool. The BBL era began, still persists today, and is slowly fading away. From Beyoncé's younger years, she was more on the fair side. However, there's no denying that she looks a lot fair now. So what could have changed? Recently, there has been a visible shift where celebrities are favoring fairer skin, and bronzing isn't as popular anymore. Those who once wished to be black are back to their original selves. Some have even gone the Asian route. I guess looking mixed isn't as trendy anymore. This may be the case even with Beyoncé. It seems that she has stopped bronzing her skin and goes with her natural color now. It doesn't necessarily look like she bleached because her complexion looks very similar to Solange's complexion and also her kids'. Experts say that the most common way for celebrities to bleach their skin is to use hydroquinone, but the effects are temporary and don't give an overall even skin tone. Beyoncé's skin looks even, so hydroquinone could be out of the question. The only thing in Beyoncé's case seems to have been letting go of the bronzer. As for those vacation pictures, I'd say even mixed people can tan. Even when tanned, Beyoncé falls on the lighter skin spectrum. In comparison to other people of color, of course. The lighting of these images from her Renaissance movie premiere surely don't help Beyoncé's case. Fashion experts say that Beyoncé looks better in gold as opposed to silvers, and say her skin glows in gold, but looks pale and washed out in silver. In conclusion, Beyoncé bleaching her skin seems to be unlikely. However, does she want to look white? Yes and no, and here's why. Beyoncé always reps for her Black and Creole heritage. She talks about how she likes afros and Jackson 5 nostrils, but she seems to like those features not on herself. With the alleged rhinoplasty and blonde hair, she's not easy to believe. She may like the blonde hair and look good in it, but I think she understands what sells. In America especially, the ideal type of woman has been marketed as white, with blonde hair and blue eyes. As a Black artist, being closer to more Eurocentric beauty standards may give you a better advantage in Hollywood. This especially applies to female artists. That's not to say there aren't browner or darker female artists who do well, but it's a few compared to the lighter-skinned women who are pushed to the forefront. Even her father, Matthew, has noted that it's usually fair-skinned women of color who are pushed forward.
So go back 15 years, and from a colorism perspective, show me at pop radio the number of Black women that were of high complexion and the number of Black women that were of dark complexion that got airplay. And again, this is from a research perspective. I've since learned that the common public don't understand the difference of research versus emotional. So the comments I made on the book about racism is really based on factual data. And when you look back at the charts at Top 40 Radio, you'll see that the Black women that have been successful with airplay were all of light complexion.
Right, because you had mentioned Mariah Carey, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and your kids.
And Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys and Beyoncé and Solange.
But it says others in the book. But
right. Are all light-skinned, and they all get pushed.
Correct.
Beyoncé is extremely talented, no doubt. However, she benefits from colorism and featureism. So she may not necessarily want to be white, but she may understand the benefits of proximity to whiteness. She understands light skin privilege and benefits from it. In this game of life, you have the option to use all the cards that were dealt to you in order to win, even if you use your privileges. Is it fair? Probably not. But since when was life fair? However, don't get it twisted. Beyoncé has worked hard from when she was a child to become who she is today. She has insane vocals, and her hard work and dedication can never be questioned. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please let us know in the comments down below what you think. Like, share, and subscribe for more news like this. See you in the next video.